Hey guys, Eric Crownover
Now,
from Nerdy Geek Talk, the source for all your nerdy geeky needs. Here with episode 19 of Steel City Bots, the voice of a new generation of Transformers fans. Here with me, I have, well, let's start with our guest, Aaron. How are you?
oh, prepare for trouble and make it double, because now I'm on two podcasts.
Yes, if you, we'll mention it again at the end whenever we plug our other stuff, but he is on the recently revived Awesome Asylum, which is great. So
Hey.
definitely go check him out on that. Also here, let's go. Jared, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. Gaia, how are you?
Yo, what's up? I'm back.
You're still alive, surprisingly.
Last week I had a big old coughing fit at the last minute. My throat just got shredded, and so Michiru took the laptop and put it on a high shelf because I'm short.
Say and
He didn't want me to.
who did we have on last week? We had Zeus and Diecast. Thanks. To
I
those
know,
two for,
but I didn't want to miss that one.
so, but yeah, that was a good episode. Miguel, how are you?
I'm doing fine and ready to talk some bots.
I was gonna say always the one who gets the cool stuff, but anyways, Soundjack, how are you?
Greetings from Cybertron. I'm doing well.
That is great. So that's all of us. So, first off, our little bit of a history lesson. We're recording on January 15th of 2018, but on January 15th of 1948, that is right. That is 70 years ago.
Wow.
Kazuo Oka is born. Who knows who that is?
Snapdragon.
Recognize the name.
I was genuinely shocked for a second, then ashamed of myself because I know you have the notes. So
Actually, no, I wasn't looking at the notes. I just know that one.
you should.
I'm lying. I'm
I was
lying.
gonna say there's no way you know that.
None.
Because as soon as you were gonna say which one, I was gonna be like, G4.
From the headmasters.
Anyway.
So it's, yep, from the headmasters, I voiced Snapdragon. So, happy birthday, Kazuo. I hope I'm saying that right.
Kazuo. Hey.
Kazuo Oka.
Kazuo. Hey.
You're a lovely headmaster, triple changer, dragon spaceship thing. We all love you.
Ah, yes.
But yeah,
Who doesn't love spaceship dragons?
that their heads come off and form a little person.
Exactly.
Wish I could.
It's like a
Obviously,
better
but-
Skylinks, but then again, who's better than Skylinks?
No one, according to Skylings.
Exactly.
But
It's a
yeah.
trick question.
So, let's see. What did everyone get this week? Aaron, you can go first since you're the guest. What have you gotten
All right.
recently?
So, a few days back, I will mention my newest thing last, but a few days back, I got G1 Brawn, and from what I could gather on TFU Info, thanks to those wonderful people over there and their great site, I gathered it was a second release G1 Brawn, I believe, because the faceplate is one piece instead of two, and it doesn't have the rub sign either, so I believe that's second release. And he is a fun little mini-bot, and he's a nice strong boy, and he is on my shelf next to my G1 Minibot Flyboy Powerglide. So, my only two Minibots so far, but they look really nice.
So you said
And-
you checked that on tfu.info, right?
Yeah, I had checked there to make sure it wasn't like a reissue or anything and stuff. So, I wanted to make sure
the guy
about that.
that runs TFU, Ant, he actually put out a video review recently, so I'm just gonna plug that for Dinobot Slash from Power of the Primes. He did his first one on Masterpiece Sunstreaker, I believe.
Didn't you ask for that?
Yes, I
feel
was
like
just
you
gonna
asked.
say, and that's why I'm plugging it, is because I asked for it, and he did it because I wanted to challenge him to
Nice.
do a review on a character that didn't have any background, because he went heavy into the background on Sunstreaker, and it was a great video. And then the Slash one was also great; it was magnificent. So he listened to the show too. So thanks, Ant, for doing that. You're a cool dude.
Oh.
Mhm.
And the other thing I got, which actually came in a few hours before we're recording this, which was also perfect timing. If Eric, I don't know if you saw this tweet, but I said on Twitter that it was perfect timing because I'm rereading MTMTE. I turned the page, this character pops up, and then my doorbell rings. I got Titans Return Croc, so I'm staring
Oh,
at Croc on the comic page, and then he appears at my front door, and he is a nice alligator man. He's got some great posability, and he's very much underrated. I haven't heard a lot about this figure, to be honest. So
I
I feel
think
he's
it's one of the
undefeated.
prettiest ever.
Yeah.
It is really good looking, and its posability is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
How
Yeah.
are
Now
the
I got a
hips on
question.
yours?
Oh, I'll let you run.
How are the hips on yours? Are they stiff or are they
The
loose?
hips on mine?
Yeah.
Well, as I was just going to pick him up, he did a split. So I think that answers the question.
Yes, it
Um,
does. Not surprised by
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you about your croc.
What?
Can he open his gator mouth?
You have no idea the force it took me to do that. I thought those were plastic pieces for the teeth. Thank God they were rubber, because I thought I was about to snap one in half.
Okay, so it wasn't
Huh.
just me. I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
I've never gotten
it is
mine
hard to open. I had to like put some major leverage on it.
That's odd. Mine actually wasn't.
I
Yeah.
think it might have to do with the rubber pieces, because mine are actually like really tightly bound around it when I close the mouth. So it might be that. Like I had to pull them back slightly and then open it.
Mhm.
Okay, well, that's
Now
a tip.
I got a
that.
question. Considering that amazing timing, was the delivery truck a bright pink color and driving strangely?
No.
So it wasn't
It's not.
misfire. Okay.
It was gone before I could see it, so apparently UPS training is getting better.
It was magical. Maybe it was actually Santa and he was just late. He was just trying to give you a magical moment.
Yeah.
Let's go with
That
that.
would be quite magical.
Yeah.
Definitely.
got
But I
my
know
croc.
it was UPS because my grandma's package was also with it, so.
Maybe Santa was just helping him out. You don't know. You don't know, Aaron.
Eric, the
Shout
world
out to
works in
Grandma.
mysterious ways.
Woo.
It does. I mean, we have Bisks, so yeah, no one knows what's going to happen in this world. All right, Jared, what'd you get? And make sure you call it by the correct name.
I got Swolescream.
Yep, Swolescream.
Yep.
Hashtag Swolescream.
Yep.
I hate you.
What do you think of him? He's talking about Power of the Prime's Voyager Starscream, if you haven't
Yeah.
caught on to that. That is what we call him jokingly.
hmm I really like him. He's a nice little Popeye Starscream.
That's a good
I had
description.
Oh my God, you're not wrong.
I have a completely different name for him than Swolescream, that is for sure.
Is it
I call him
is it-
Duplo Starscream.
I call him Thick Boy. I'm sorry.
Thick boy. Oh my
I mean,
god.
that is actually one of my nicknames for him.
He is
Yeah,
the thickest of flyboys.
The Swolescream actually was not my idea. That came from Tanner, who is sadly
I
not
know.
here this week. But yeah, that's how you know I really like it, because Tanner came up with it, and I still like it. So it's actually a decent name.
Genuine.
I was gonna say you could tell I genuinely like the name. And then what did you order this week? Because I know you're really excited about it.
I ordered Planet X's Pluto, which is, for those who don't know, a third-party, third-party farming company.
You cut out
Um,
for a second.
Your mic died.
Sorry. Basically, it's a third-party company who made a Fall of Cybertron, War for Cybertron, Megatron,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I cannot wait to have
It looks
get
pretty.
that in my hand.
And you have the Prime, and I'll have
Yeah.
the Black Prime and the White Prime with Ultra Magnus armor. So, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
Hopefully that comes out before too long. Not super
I haven't
soon, because I
bought
like.
a lot of third party.
I don't have a lot. I'm very selective on what I buy, but a Black Prime is pretty much a buy in third party.
I've just been delving into what is it, Iron Factory.
I'm about to. I've been avoiding them for so long, and they finally got me.
That is a discussion we will have to have sometime.
Eric,
Yes.
let's be honest though. You see any Black Prime and you're gonna buy it, third
Oh,
party
no,
or
yeah,
not.
but no. I don't go after all the Takara exclusives because they can be harder to get for what they are sometimes. But I always want them. Don't get me wrong.
Wow,
It
this
is-
this Planet X Charon looks really good.
Yep, exactly. That's why I'm going.
I'm looking at it right now. Though the way they use the colors on that is amazing.
Yep,
Mhm.
it's gorgeous. And then I really like their Ultra Magnus too, so that should be neat. But yeah, he ordered the
Mhm.
Megatron, and it should be here hopefully next week, I would assume.
Yeah,
Where'd you order it from?
Big Bad Toy Store.
So their shipping is usually under a week.
Yeah.
Gaia, what did you get this week?
Well, as you know, I was on 2 weeks ago or last week. Sorry, blurred.
Yep.
Sometime in the past 2 weeks.
Take two. Last week, I got Power of the Primes, Rodimus, and Optimus. They weren't on the shelves yet. The Transformer shelf there at Target was, as usual, abysmal.
I'm sorry, Rodimus and who?
Swolescream packs.
There you go.
You really didn't want to say that, and you know what? I don't blame you.
Anyway, so as I was saying, what the hell accent was that? As I was saying, it was a funny story because there's nothing on the shelves. So my brother, he goes over and asks one of the people there, and he and gets it for me. They actually went into the back. I guess the truck had just come in that day, and these were the only two that were there.
Well, they only got one case. Lucky.
So yeah, I snagged them before they were even on the shelves. And he said, because I was watching, he said something to the effect of, "My sister thanks you, and her fans thank you." So
wait, so which do you like? Which do you like better? Did I ask
honestly,
you that?
that's a tough call. I like them both, but in different ways. I like Hot Rod Rodimus because I guess not better. Because his size really puts me in the mind of one of the classic leader classes from the good old days of the Unicron trilogy. Just like I said, the size and the bulk. But the Optimus, it really is a good like G1 Optimus toy.
Nice.
Like he's a little lackluster in a couple areas, but I mean, those are mostly just the things that can't be helped for what he is.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I did have a bit of a tough time transforming him at first because of all the little foldy panels.
Are the stickers on the back of his trailer right? I've seen a lot of people have them applied wrong.
I don't know. Let me grab them.
So you might want to check that.
Let me take a look. See here. Here we go. I know what, I'll grab Orion while I'm at it. The back trailer, is that on the legs?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just unfold that here. Now, when you say backwards,
like the stripe that goes on the trailer, and then at the very back it kind of goes up, that they're not aligned right. Like they have the top sticker upside down, so it doesn't look like a continuous stripe.
It looks like that on this one. Let me check the other side.
Like that it is a continuous stripe, or it's messed up?
I mean, there's the hinge, but the thickness of the silver line is the same. And then there's a smaller... But
they're lined up. A lot of people have it so it's turned upside down so the stripe doesn't continue. Like, I know the hinge...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, I don't have that.
Oh, that's good for you. I've seen at least, like, 3 people who have it where the stickers are applied upside down on the back.
Retro.
Yeah.
Well, nope. That's not with me. Another thing that a little complaint, because you know me, I love to complain about awesome stuff, is that the heads... The Titan Master heads don't quite fit into the matrices like I thought they would. Like, not all of them do. And not all of the Voyager thingies fit very well either. Like Grimlocks and Starscream. Starscream's kind of like falls through. And Grimlocks just doesn't go in all the way.
The matrix combination.
Yeah, it doesn't fit in the matrix holder thingy. But the Matrix cores are really cool. I like to swap them. So I've got the gold core with the yellow ring and the silver with the silver.
Ooh.
It looks a little more unified
Sleek.
that way.
Nice.
But
what's the
they're really great.
What's the other thing you got too?
I got Robots in Disguise Bludgeon.
Did you have
How is
Blast
that?
Wave or no?
I did have Blast Wave, yes. And I was going to talk a
Blast
little bit
Wave is a
about that.
very good figure.
Yep.
Yeah, I liked him. I also like how his sword is the exact same as Bludgeon's, so you could have either character dual wield and it won't look mismatched.
Oh, the colors are the exact same.
Like the shade of green and silver, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like I think it's the exact same thing, so yeah.
Because I was gonna say, I was like, well, they are the same mold, so yeah, they're the same.
Yeah, the sword is the
they're
same, but the colors
color
are
too. Nice. That's awesome.
Hold on.
Which do you think you'd prefer out of Blast Wave and Bludgeon? Like, who is the better deco to you?
I don't know, because I've always liked Bludgeon because he looks cool. I remember the first Bludgeon toy I ever saw was Revenge of the Fallen, and I like that. So I gotta say, just because of
Nostalgia.
yeah, and he's Bludgeon is kind of like fall colors too, and I love the fall. Holy crap! So yeah, probably Bludgeon.
Nice. I love Bludgeon just because I played through Forged to Fight on my phone with Bludgeon from the very beginning to the very end. I never abandoned him. He was awesome.
I deleted
so.
Forged to Fight off my phone.
I haven't played it in a long time now, but I
That's
really
exactly
did,
why.
I really did like it for a while,
Hmm.
but longer
Taking
than I
up
have
too
any
much
other,
room.
It's longer than I have
Yeah.
any other game, but yeah, I don't love it too much anymore.
Yeah, I don't really play games, so.
It's the only one that I've actually found entertaining, but I just lost interest. I don't spend a lot of time on mobile games anyways. But anyways, this week I finally got stuff.
Yay!
Oh my god, yeah, you're welcome for that.
Yeah, so first off I got Grimlock thanks to Gaia. Thank you very much. I'm so glad I got that, even though it came late. No, which is not on you. That's Amazon. I have no idea what happened.
I was gonna say, I was tired of always hearing you complain. You don't have Grimlock, so I was like, screw it, I'm getting him Grimlock. Ugh.
Yep, so I got a Grimlock, and he is oh so nice. He's really neat. I also got the Prime Masters. My friend, I actually got him a Misfire. I through Hasbro customer service because my Slug Slinger's messed up. So I'd gotten a Misfire, but I already have one, but he didn't. So I gave him Misfire. He got me the 3 Prime Masters when we went toy hunting the other day.
Oh, neat.
And so I use the Micronus Prime Master with the Cloudburst armor. I use the Cloudburst armor as a double-barreled gun for Grimlock, and I gotta say, I like Grimlock a whole lot better now that he has a weapon. It really bothered me.
I want to buy one and spray paint it black so it looks like his gun.
Yeah, I think it actually looked really great like that. Plus, then be Nemocronus Prime.
Or Nemesis Cloudburst.
Necromus.
Necromus.
But yeah.
And then I found Starscream, and he was only 25 instead of the 30.
You mean Swolescream?
Yeah, oh my god, I can't believe I messed that up. Hashtag Swolescream.
Wow, Eric.
God.
I debated whether or not to get him at first, because, do I want him now, or do I want him to go on sale? Because, I knew I was
should have waited for this sale.
Because I'm going to go buy Thundercracker eventually, whenever he comes out. But I was like, you know what? There's only 2 Voyagers out right now. I might as well try this one since it's 25 and not 30. And I'm actually very happy. I think he's actually probably a better toy than Grimlock.
That is an argument you should not even bring up.
Because in terms of, again, not in terms of character representation, because that's a whole different thing. His proportions are really weird. But in terms of the functionality of the toy, he's a much better functioning toy than Grimlock because his 3 modes at least stay together. Grimlock's combined mode does not, it's not awful, but it does not stay together as well as Starscream's. That's not even a debate.
Maybe it's because I haven't put them all into their other modes. I've only just kind of kept them in their robot and dinosaur modes, not the third one.
Starscream's jet mode is not too great.
I couldn't get him into jet mode. Mine refused to turn into jet mode.
Really?
Yeah, the wings on mine don't go into place.
That's odd.
Better than mine.
The stickers are not great, but
oh, that's an understatement.
Yeah, exactly. But there's more to Starscream's transformation than I expected. Not that that's saying much, because I expected him to be literally just fold up legs, arms on side, cone above head, the nose cone above head. There's a little more to it than that. It's not hard by any means, but there's more to it than that, and so I actually like it more than I expected to. So yeah, I actually like him. Plus, he comes with weapons, which is a plus. That really bothered me more than I thought it would when I got Grimlock. So I'm really happy I have the Prime Masters. The other Prime Masters, Vector Prime with Metal Hawk. I'm going to use the Metal Hawk armor with actual Metal Hawk from the Siege on Cybertron set, because he is a Titan Master, so I can put the Titan Master in the armor. So that's cool. And then the Prime Master, the Vector Prime Master, and then also Liege Maximo, I'm taking theirs from Skullgrin. I'm putting those in Overlord's chest at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Which look really cool.
I need an Overlord.
It's
I need Overlord and Liege.
I have Sky Shadow. Like, I had Sky Shadow before him, and so I thought, like, I will still enjoy Overlord, but, like, I already...
You lucky.
But I will,
lucky
it
man.
won't be anything, like, new to me. Overlord is so good. I still freaking loved him when I got him. And his jet
Someone buy
mode
me
is
Overlord.
magnificent.
Jared, you
So-
put that away.
Oh, is he showing off his Overlord?
Yeah, he showed off
Yep.
Overlord. He put it on the camera, and I'm like, you put that away, sir. We can't all be that lucky.
But yeah,
Mine's better than all of yours. I've got a cowboy hat for mine.
that is true. I saw that
God.
picture. I love that picture.
That's awesome. I need to see that later.
What entire nation's happening here on Garrus 9?
Oh my god.
We're gonna wrangle up some Autobots, and we're gonna. Ooh. I lost the joke immediately.
The Titans Return series actually finally did wrap up, and you do get to see Overlord for like 2 seconds at the very end of it. Also, Mark Hamill's in it in the finale. If you want to watch it, I'm not gonna spoil who he
I
is. or
didn't
anything,
watch that
but
show after the first episode.
Oh, I think
because-
I think I know who he is, right?
Don't say it, but yeah, that's
Don't
gonna
say
say
it?
the whole reason I just said I'm not gonna say it is because I don't want to spoil it in case someone does want to watch it. But yeah,
Well, his character, based on the design I saw, I didn't actually watch the episode. I just saw the poster they released for Power of the Primes with it. It looks awful.
yeah, I don't like it either. But I
He
do
looks
know.
like a certain Marvel character whose name starts with G. Is all I'm gonna say.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
But anyways, Miguel, what did you get this week?
I'll text.
This week I got the Platinum Autobot Heroes version of Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, along with the United version of Ultra Magnus, the Classics Prime mold.
Nice.
Which
Double
do you,
Magnus
which
this
do you
week.
like better?
I mean, they're both pretty different considering the different molds. The Classics mold Magnus, I've messed with this before, and it's not like I love this mold. Like, how many times do I have it? I have a Prime Magnus and then Nemesis, so that's just 3. But great mold. Glad to have it in Magnus colors. And then the Combiner Wars Magnus is really cool just because I haven't messed with this mold before. So I have the Titans Return Power Master Prime, so seeing what they did with this mold when it first came out before they turned it into Power Master Prime is pretty cool. I grabbed the Platinum series just because I liked the colors better than the Combiner Wars one, and I didn't want to go through the hassle trying to find the Japanese one.
Yeah.
I still need the Japanese one. I have the other 2.
Where do you people get these kinds of monies? I don't.
I'm wondering that too.
I'll tell you.
I
later.
have a job, but I don't get these
I get it
kinds
from
of
my
money.
job too, but yeah, I don't have much else to buy.
I just
so
don't buy anything else.
same.
Yeah, well, I also buy comics. That's the problem.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
pretty much
why
the
I
same
don't buy
boat.
comics, because I like look at it and I'm like, well, they're comics and they're awesome, but those are toys that could be bought, so no.
I balance it out.
Y'all
It,
need, y'all need to
it
trust
balances out
me.
eventually. It all balances out in the end when I have $0.
I don't think that's what balancing out is really
All are
meant to
equal
be,
in
but
death.
Exactly. Everything is equal in death. The scale is balanced when there's money in nowhere.
but that's all you got, Miguel, right?
I had a few things here and there. I did get Swolescream packs.
Oh yeah.
And
Just
that
call him
he was that was a pretty nice find, and thankfully the leg stickers or the stickers from the back of the trailer are fine.
Oh, that's
That was
good.
the first thing I checked when I opened it out of the box. I was
Because
like,
you've been
"Alright."
seeing that on Twitter too, haven't you? Or some...
Yeah, I've seen on Twitter plenty of people saying, "Oh hey, my stickers are all messed up," and thankfully no issues there. QC is good, and that like Gaia was saying, the presence of that thing, it's a very G1 Optimus Prime, and it works, and it's really nice to have.
Mhm.
What's that
I
crinkling
was gonna say,
noise?
someone opening something?
Sorry.
Oh,
I was opening I was opening a bag of raisins.
You gotta have those podcast snacks. That you heard it here. Aaron,
Would anyone
Yeah.
like
podcast
some,
snack
even
is
though I can't
raisins.
physically give you any?
Yes, I
I have a
want
bag
some.
of sweet.
Give it
I
to
have
me.
some
Yes, give
sweet
them to me.
tarts.
I will hold it as far away from my mic as possible.
I mean, I just ate some glucose tabs if that counts, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Soundjack, what'd you get?
I got a fair few things, I will say. I'll start it off with I got 2 of the tiny turbo changers from the Wave 2, a Cogman and Squeaks.
Nice. Which do you like better?
Squeaks, definitely. I think he's the best tiny turbo changer I've gotten.
I got
Nice.
the Grimlock, and then I got the Nemesis Grimlock, and I think Nemesis Grimlock is like my favorite tiny turbo changer of all time because it's black and purple.
Nemesis Grimlock.
I don't know what it was called, but it's just a Nemesis Grimlock. It's a black and purple Grimlock with red eyes.
I think it was like Shadow, no, it's like Shadow Armor, Shadow Strike Grimlock. or
Dinobot
something like that.
Skywarp.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's true.
Hey, it works because all the Dinobot names are S's. I mean, besides Grimlock, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Shadow Armor Grimlock. I had to look that up on
Hey,
the
that's
wiki.
not true. You forgot paddles.
Wait, huh?
I was hurt when they made Slash and not Paddles. My boy Paddles.
There's a
so
Dinobot
dirty.
called Paddles?
You don't know
Yeah,
who
forget
Dinobot
Paddles.
Paddles is? Okay,
Paddles is the best unknown Dinobot.
so for anyone that does not know, Dinobot Paddles is a very special Dinobot because he is not a land dinosaur. Is it a plesiosaur? Is that how you say it?
An
basically-
Elasmosaur.
There you
He's
go.
basically the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes.
Like,
Oh my god, you're kidding. There's
Planet X made a
Nessie
figure
Di-
of him. They retooled
did?
it. Yeah, they retooled
Where is
it from
this?
their. Yes, they retooled it from their sludge. I'm almost certain.
don't you do this to me, Eric.
Seriously, look it up. Planet X. If you just look up, if you type in Dinobot Paddles, it's like one of the first things that pops up in images.
Planet X Paddles. I'm looking for it right now.
I don't
On
know
what,
what their
Google?
name is for it, but yeah, if you Google Dinobot Paddles, you will see Planet X.
I
It's called
see it.
Okay,
Triton.
so-
Triton.
What's he
Triton.
from
Oh.
then?
I found it.
Obscureness.
One?
I have no idea. I think it's.
He's enormous.
Yes, he's huge, and it's perfect.
How
Wait,
big?
Oh my god.
He's probably leader class size.
He is very much leader class size. Someone took a picture of him next to
Grimlock.
the Voyager Grimlock from Fall of Cybertron,
It is
and
massive.
he's like almost triple the size.
Yes,
Woo!
it is.
Darn.
It is something to behold.
Oh my! I gotta find this.
Yes, you do, because it's paddles. And
Okay,
now
well, let me-
I want
let
it
me-
again.
It's
Man, I
probably
wish
so expensive.
I wish I wouldn't have thought of that because now I want
No.
that again.
So
I'd
let me-
forgotten about it for the
they
longest
were-
time.
Let me
when it came
rephrase
out,
my
it was
original
only 100.
statement then.
I'm
We take-
surprised.
I will rephrase my original statement. All the mainstream Dinobots names start with S's. Okay.
Paddles
Yes.
is more mainstream
That's completely
than
fair.
Paddles is just
anyone.
waiting to break into the mainstream. If they had used him in IDW, he'd be
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. Well, okay. Current mainstream. None of us are future seers, honey.
Okay, he was never mainstream. He was in.
Yeah, no, Paddles was never mainstream.
No, he's going to be though. Just you wait. It's gonna happen.
He's
I'd
gonna
be
be
down
one of
for
the
it.
Heralds of Unicron in the comics.
Oh my God! Yes, do it. If any of you
Imagine
are,
if
wa-
they did
if any of
that.
you watching are from IDW, do it.
And let me know if you're doing it, because, hey guys, I've got some pretty cool ideas.
Same. Oh my God, totally.
Yeah. All of them start with Bisk and end with Bisk. So
Well,
Eric
you're-
does not.
you're speaking for
Eric
yourself.
doesn't speak for all of us.
Eric
Eric
Um,
speaks for Eric.
no, Eric
Mine-
speaks for everyone. This is my show.
Mine starts with
Wow.
DevCon and ends with me working on it with Josh Burkham.
You forgot the Bisk part. But anyways, Soundjack, what else did you get?
Continuing on from what you just said of things starting with Bisk and ending with Bisk.
Oh yeah.
Universe. Is that what you've
Alpha
obtained?
and Bisk is Alpha and Omega.
Yes, I have obtained the power of the universe. No. So my target apparently had 5 Legion class Bisks, the baby Bisks. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to get all of them. And then I went back the next day and there was another one that appeared from somewhere. So I am in current possession of 6 baby Bisks.
Dude, they multiply.
One that I've opened, one that is getting sent to Gaia, one that's getting sent to someone else, and the other ones I'm probably going to do something different with.
That should be interesting.
It will. once I figure out how best to do them.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude! You should have left them on the shelf because obviously they were multiplying. If you had waited a few more days, you could have had like
20.
100 bisks.
No,
Yeah.
I got them, and then the other one appeared.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay, then.
Miguel just sent to the chat for everyone who's listening. He says
Yeah.
for those who are weak-willed and cash-heavy, and sent a link
Are my-
to Big Bad Toy Store.
Are my
for
messages not
paddles.
coming through in the chat? Because it keeps saying failed sent.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
don't
guys-
see anything from you.
Yeah,
I just,
yeah,
I
no.
just see Miguel's message about paddles.
That's weird.
Okay, that's not as bad as I expected. $100 for a
Let me see.
Yeah, no,
larger
I
than
saw
plastic
that,
figure.
and its size, I thought it would be a lot more. I think I might have to make a paddles, little paddles fund.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my god, he looks cool.
Yeah.
See, the packaging may be substandard, but I don't care as long as he looks good when I take him out.
Yup.
Oh my god, he looks great. Yeah, I need that.
Everyone needs the paddles in their life.
And
Of
he's
course,
made in the
after
fall
you-
of Cybertron style.
Yeah.
I don't.
After you get a Bisque, of course. But
Yeah, I was
As
gonna
soon as I
say.
see a
I
Bisk,
don't
I'll
need
get a
Bisk in
Bisk.
my collection.
speaking of, where's our fall
Oh,
of
that's
Cybertron
yeah,
Bisque?
that's you.
I don't even have many RID figures in my collection. All I have is Bumblebee and Steeljaw.
Some of the
Need
RID, literally every other RID Decepticon
Oh, and
other
Blastwave.
other than Steeljaw is like some of the finest engineering we've gotten in deluxe class Transformers. Period.
Yeah, Steeljaw kind of sucks.
Yeah, Steeljaw's crap.
Yeah, he's not good. The rest of the RID Decepticons
Okay.
are some of the most magnificently engineered toys. Period. At deluxe scale for Transformers.
And I'm mad
They're
because I missed.
neat.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
And I'm mad because I missed most of them.
Yeah, same. If I had known that. Like I got
I mean,
Soundwave.
I always wanted Thunderhoof, but I never saw Thunderhoof anywhere.
I had
Oh,
to
I
go
also
to
have
great lengths
Soundwave.
to get Thunder.
Ew.
I keep
Oh.
forgetting I have these figures.
Soundwave's great. Bisque
I do
is
have
Which
awesome.
version of Soundwave do you
Fracture,
have, though?
The not faceplate.
Oh,
I have the-
yeah, I have the one that's just the full visor. I really wanted to find the faceplate version,
I
but
look
never
every
could.
time. I never find that variant. So
Okay, I looked this up
Explain
because
it.
I was trying to figure it out when I got it, and apparently that was like a pre-tool head that just never got used, and that was like a very weird sample.
no, it's the
Oh.
same head. It just has extra paint on it. I'm almost certain.
I thought it was a different mold, just with the faceplate.
No, it's just painted because if you look at the one with the visor, without the faceplate, jeez, you can see where it's molded, where the faceplate would
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, you
Where
can
his
very
eyes are.
much see it. It is molded to have a faceplate, it
Yep.
seems.
It's just
Well,
not
then I
painted.
I just misremember that. Then never mind.
You're good.
My
I
I
Soundwave
thought it was
doesn't
actually
have
like a
any good
completely
shit
different
out.
mold for the head.
Nope.
Shoot.
You know, I just realized something,
What?
and I don't mean to get back to paddles, but how big is Pluto? How big of a figure is he? The Planet X ones. Like, how big are those figures?
Which one's Pluto? Oh, I think
Megatron.
It's the one I'm getting.
That was about the size of our moon.
they're like
Oh,
large.
wait, you mean the
They're like
toy.
large Voyagers,
Just-
right?
I asked
They're about
because
Voyager
paddles,
size. Yeah.
paddles is cheaper than the Nemesis Prime one, and the Nemesis Prime one is in scale with the Megatron one. And I assume since they're Voyager size,
Right.
they are smaller than paddles. Paddles is very cheap for what he should be.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I need to.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Everyone.
That's
need to get that
$100
ASAP.
plus shipping and taxes I'm gonna have to spend. Oh,
But it'll be worth it because then you'll.
I
have
know what I'm
paddles.
asking for my birthday next month.
See, I don't
Yeah.
have a birthday anytime soon, so I don't have that luck.
There are perks and downsides to having a birthday in October.
There are perks to downsides to just having a birthday at any time of the month.
This is true.
I'd
Mine is
honestly,
in
I'd like to have a birthday in like April or May.
I do.
That's middle of the year.
Oh, I got July.
As it is,
I'm middle of the
It's
year.
just far enough from
That-
Christmas that you're able to wait.
Exactly, yeah. Like October 13th is my birthday. I got that, and then like 2 months later.
Nice, but then you have
I
a
think
Like
long,
everything-
it's a long
31st, and I was
dry
about to say
spell
that's
after
dope.
that.
I know, and that's what sucks because I'll get everything for my birthday, and then there'll be like nothing for Christmas.
And
Or
then you
vice
have
versa.
A long time. And
Yeah,
mine's
exactly.
Christmas again. Soundjack,
Mine's
what
pretty
other
much the same.
RID figures did you get though?
We didn't even. Oh yeah, those were already. I forgot that. Wow. I was looking. Well, before that, I did pick up hashtag Swolorion packs.
Swolorion.
Yep, Swole Ryan pack.
Swolorion. Yeah, Swolorion packs. Mine has the correct stickers, so the correct placement for the sticker, so that's all good. And I was looking for the Rodimus at the other Target near me because I thought they had them in stock, and their site still says they have them in stock, but there are none on the shelves. So either knowing how Target works, either they're just lost in another section of the store, or just someone took it.
Didn't you say you saw one person walk out with 4 of the leaders, like 2 Optimuses and 2 Rodimuses?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was when I was working at Target, and I was like, okay, my break's in half an hour. I'm at least going to get Optimus. And full story. I went to Target the previous day on my day off. I saw that they were resetting the toy aisle, and I was like, and I checked to see if they had the leaders out, and was like, okay, no. And then I came in at 3:30 p.m. for work the next day. My first break was like 4:45, 5. And I was like, okay, I'll go on my break, and then I'll pick them up, and then I will be happy. And then at a half hour beforehand, one guy walked out with all 4 of them right in front of my eyes.
That is when you're entitled to smack people.
No, because he's working.
Yes.
Yes.
You can't smack the customer.
It's because of Transformers.
Admittedly,
Oh, heck,
I
it's
would
a
have
heck
been
of a day.
Admittedly, I was upstairs, so there were no supervisors around.
I do not support smacking customers or people in general.
I don't either.
whether
I'm
they
just
take
saying.
calls
But
or
trust me,
not.
sometimes you really want to.
Oh yeah,
Just grab a shopping cart and go to town.
I have been
I was about to-
insulted many times.
I was about to say, since I'm the cart attendant at my Target, I'd be like,
slam them.
I have almost used a shopping
oops,
cart
10
as a
carts in
melee
there
weapon
direct.
once. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
And not as a ram either.
I don't even want to know.
It's a flail.
Anyway,
Anyways, and
now
Tanner,
we're very sidetracked.
oh yeah, you still have more. That's right. You
Yes,
still have more figures.
Yeah, we got sidetracked with the Target stories. So in the hunt for a Rodimus at the other Target, I saw they had a lot of RID stuff that I hadn't seen there the other day. So I picked up an RID strong arm for myself.
What do you
And
think
then
of her? Do you like that mold?
I like the proportions of the truck mode. It's a very nice truck mode. It could definitely use a lot more paint.
Yes.
Robot mode is mainly just because the shoulder sections get in the way of the door wings, and that's really
like the shoulders and the forearms are a bit tiny for me, but like the idea of the mold is really neat, I think. But like
Yeah,
the
I like
execution is on the arms.
and it definitely needs a lot more paint, and I'll probably end up getting the Repro label
The
stickers.
repro labels make it look amazing.
Yes,
It looks so good.
I
I
need
can't wait
them.
to see what they do with Power of the Primes.
Oh yeah,
They've released, I think, a couple sets. At least they've teased a couple sets. Not sure if they're up for release yet. Fun fact, I know one of the designers for those, actually.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that before.
Yep,
Yeah.
Dusty.
You never know who you're gonna meet sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a really cool dude. He's actually sent me a couple Autobot and Decepticon stickers from them before.
Hey, hook your boy up.
So it was neat.
Wait, I gotta finish. I gotta
Yeah,
finish.
you said you have one
I've been
more.
on this
You can make it.
so long. We've been here so long. And then I mentioned this in the group chat that there was a whole lot of RID stuff, and then Eric was like, I guess they didn't have like Bludgeon, Twinferno, and what was the other one you were looking for?
Thermidor.
Oh, Thermidor. And I was like, they did have one Twinferno, so I went back the next day and got him, and I'm going to ship him off to Eric once I get a review for him done.
Which I'm excited because that figure looks neat, especially its alt mode. Its alt mode is something.
That alt mode is certainly something, yes.
Two-headed dragon jet boat like skiff type thing.
That sounds
Wait,
amazing.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
look
remember
up
seeing that.
Warrior class Twinferno.
Yeah, I definitely need to get this toy then. I thought it was just a crappy redo of the TR one, and
Oh god, no, it's nothing like that.
so it's unique.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
it's-
him, I will
neat.
have something to talk about next week.
It's
Wait.
basically a stealth bomber with 2 dragon heads on the front and then gray bits sticking out the back.
Oh my god!
And
So
flame
I know
effects.
I
Yes,
need
with
to get
flame.
this, and I need to get it repainted to look like Seto Kaiba's Blue Eyes Jet. Oh my god, that's perfect.
Oh god.
Yes, I'm doing that. Oh my god. Yeah,
Oh
that's
god.
great.
Anyways, moving into news, finally. We only have a couple
Woo!
items this week. But, first off, we discussed basically at length what we thought of the fact that we are getting a masterpiece movie, Ironhide. The day after we had the podcast recorded, they showed off the images for it.
Mhm.
And, man, it looks nice. I don't know, do you guys
I
have anything
know.
other than
Yeah.
that to say? Like, 'cause
He
it
looks great.
I know have money.
yeah,
I can already
I
tell
relate
his
to that.
transformation is going to be a woo.
It
fun.
says
Yeah,
it's
it's
only
gonna be a
45
doozy.
steps. So,
Did you say
Only
it's
how many?
only 45 steps?
yeah, 45 is
Only.
not that bad for something like that.
I prefer my Transformers to have a maximum of 20.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying 45 for what it is not that much. 45
Yeah, that's
is
true.
a lot, but for what it is, I was going to say, 45 for a Generations figure would be insane. But 45 for a movie masterpiece Ironhide, I would say that's not that bad.
Now I got a question. Is it been confirmed yet? Does he come with a bag of rust?
I hate you.
No.
You deserve.
Too soon.
Get out of
Yeah.
this call.
Too soon. You're right. If I could hang up on
Oh my
her, I would.
God.
I'm
Actually, I
evil.
probably
I'm
could.
sorry. I'm evil. I
Uh,
know.
You
You
know what
went
it
like
does have,
full
though?
on 80s villain there for a second.
You know what it does
I mean,
have?
have you met me in
It
real
has a
life?
it has a moving mouth.
Oh,
just
I
like
haven't,
Barricade.
actually.
Oh yeah, that's the best part.
Barricade and Ironhide will both have moving mouths.
I did not know that. I only knew
I don't
Ironhide
need it to have
did.
a moving mouth. Like,
I
No, you
do.
do. Trust me. Have you seen all the memes going around? It's awesome. There's like one of him with his mouth closed, and it's a picture of Sentinel Prime, and then it's a picture of Sentinel Prime after he got his head shot out by Optimus, and his Ironhide like opening his mouth laughing, and it's great. And,
And
that
you can
makes up
make you
for
can
her
make him
terrible
say all
joke.
sorts of funny stuff.
Yep.
Or just make funny noises.
But it's not as good as Barricade being able to actually say, "Are you lady?"
Are you losing name, Lazy Man 217?
Exactly. Tanner will have the time of his life with that. Next bit of news. Next bit of news. Oh God, just stop. Next bit of news is Takara. We have the list of pre-orders for their Wave 2 of
Yeah.
Power of the Primes, and this is it's short, but it's sad. Yeah, it looks
Sure,
like we
but
are.
sad.
We're not getting box sets from them, of like the Dino.
We're not
Bots
even
or
getting different
Starscream.
figures from them.
Oh yeah, but there was no. The theory was that because the ones we had seen were not related to the combiners, that we would get the same as the Hasbro versions for all the others, but that for the combiners they might start a new Unite Warriors. Like again, they might restart Unite Warriors with the box sets. They are not, which is sad.
Wasn't it that there were absolutely no Deluxes or Voyagers in the first wave of the Takara versions?
They showed off. Didn't they?
Yeah, I was
show
pretty
off
sure it was
one?
just the 2 of the Prime Masters, the Legends, and then the Leaders. I thought
They
it
had
was.
Jazz.
Oh,
yeah,
Jazz
I was gonna say in
there?
Jazz. I was gonna say I thought they showed Jazz. So.
Oh, I completely forgot that. I
Strange.
completely missed that.
But
What?
yeah,
Given-
so that's why people were thinking like, oh, they left out the teams. Like maybe they're gonna do like a box set of them, and then people were thinking, oh, they left out Dreadwind and Blackwing, so maybe they'll get a 2-pack. No, none of that is happening. We're getting them all individually, which means they're probably all going to be the same as the Hasbro, which is sad. So
I don't really order much Takara stuff anyways, not gonna lie.
Miguel does.
I wonder if that something must be brewing then. Like they must be planning something.
I don't know.
They've
Or
just
they're
been
just a
talking
toy
about
company.
they're unifying the toy lines in terms of, so they're trying to appeal to kids again to their market because they were expensive for us but also expensive for more expensive than you typically buy for a toy. They are going down in price now to basically what Hasbro's are, so it's not that expensive for parents to buy them for
Going
kids and
down in
stuff,
price there, going up here.
so yeah.
That's inflation.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just a little bit of news to clear that up. It's kind of sad, but you know what isn't sad? The news about possibly the return of May Mayhem. That is right. So a while ago, we had the leak for the deluxe blast-off mold, the shuttle mold from Unite Warriors, which we were, just talking about the possible return of, which is not happening. But they did their own blast-off mold, which we did not get. It looks like we are going to be getting that, possibly with the special edition special edition Prime Master. We're not sure about that yet, but that has been listed, and we've seen artwork of that. But the
Prime
interesting
Master.
thing is,
You're about to state my favorite thing,
yes, Deluxe Repugnus.
Woo!
There's a
which
listing
I
for that.
want so badly, considering the other figure I just ordered, which I will have to talk about next week.
Titan Master Repugnus?
No, I already have Titan Master Repugnus.
So I'm curious. Do you guys think it'll use the same Titan Master as the Titan Master Repugnus did, or no?
Okay.
I mean, if he's even a Titan Master.
Yes.
Yes, that's true. I was wondering if he would be or not. I'm assuming, this is my guess, that he'll be retooled from the MonsterBot mold. Like, that's what I'm almost certain they will use the mold
We've
as.
seen some fans versions of that, and they've looked pretty decent. So
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's certainly possible to do it from that
I
mold.
heard-
So I'm curious that they
I
might.
heard somewhere that it was going to be a combiner. Was that just speculation?
That's
That was
just speculation. So is what we're talking about. It's all speculation. The only thing that we know is happening is that it has been listed. We haven't seen any pictures for it yet. So
what did we get for May Mayhem last year?
Nothing.
yeah, I don't think
Right?
we got anything. We got Groove the year before,
And then
Gotcha.
the year before
and then the
that
year
was
before that was Slingshot and
All right,
Wild Wire.
yeah.
Well, Wild Wire. Breakneck.
I
Yeah, I was gonna
got
say
you.
it's Slingshot, which is Quick Slinger was what he was called, and Breakneck, which is really Slingshot and Wild Rider.
Alright.
So yeah, I'm excited for May Mayhem if that's what it is. It's possible that these will just come out as exclusive somewhere else. Who knows? The listing said they were $9.99, but they're also listed as special edition deluxes, and special edition deluxes have been $19.99 everywhere. So I'm pretty sure that's a typo. I don't think that they're going to be cheaper than regular deluxe figures. That would not make sense.
Well, we can hope.
Especially if you look at Blastoff's art with him having possibly a special edition Prime Master, then probably not likely. It's more likely it'll be $19.99 and they'll each have maybe a die-cast Prime Master. Who knows?
1999.
Here's a
I still
question.
say that Repugnus will just be the Titan Master vehicle, but blown up to deluxe size.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
that's
thinking
what I
that for a
That would be
second.
awesome.
That's what I was tweeting about, is that I would love it if it was just an upscaled version of the Titan Master, or if it was just like a box and it had 2 or 3 of the Titan Master in it because they couldn't get rid of all of them.
Or, you know what would be great too? If the head was also scaled up. Giant Rapungus head.
Oh yeah, I was talking to Rob Clay from Radio Free Cybertron. I mentioned that, and then he was like, I want Titan Master heads upscaled to fit onto
Yeah,
Max.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
So
No,
I was
I
like,
don't-
Repugnus Maximus.
No, Screaming Fortress Maximus.
Yep, I said that. The Screaming Night Beat. I was like, that has to be the first one.
Yeah.
Yep.
We gotta get to Garrus 9.
God.
But yeah,
Oh
looks like
my
we're actually going to be getting a Repugnus, which is kind of funny because one of our more popular videos was me explaining the grotesque reveal and how it's unlikely we'd be getting a Repugnus. I didn't say it was impossible.
And look at how dumb you sound now, Eric.
No, see, I specifically I made sure
You're
to play it, so I said that it's not impossible, but highly unlikely that they would do so.
It's
but-
not impossible. I'm not
glad.
saying I could turn out to be wrong.
No, see, that's why I can't be wrong if I said that it could be either way. That's
Exactly.
Fair?
I'm not
Covered
always
all your
right, but I'm
bases.
never wrong.
Yes, that. But yeah, I'm really excited for that because I was talking to One Lame Shark on Twitter, and we were saying how I wish that there was a third member, but it didn't have to be Repugnus. That they could keep Repugnus as a tiny Titan Master, so he's like their
Make a new
crazy,
one?
so he's like their crazy little pet, but make a new character to join the Monster Bots from the
Ooh.
same mold and have it be a 3-headed dragon. Because then you would have from the same mold 3 Monster Bots, one with 1 head, one with 2 dragon heads, and one with 3 dragon heads.
King Ghidorah.
This is like a Pokemon evolution, isn't it?
3
That actually is. Yeah, Dino,
Dino,
Xylus, and
Xylus.
Hydreigon.
heads.
Hydreigon, yeah.
Make it 3 Cthulhu heads.
That would be interesting. And last but not least, did anyone click on the link for the last news item? Or is this a
I
I
did
surprise?
not.
did already.
I will. Let me see that real quick.
Yeah, let me do that too.
Oh, yep,
Look it
those.
up.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen
Yes,
that.
it is. This is from Rob Springer, who's awesome.
Because that's what everyone wants to do on their Valentine's.
Oh,
He
what
found,
the hell?
yes, he found Transformers Valentines for the new Cyberverse cartoon, I believe. Yes, for the new
Oh,
Cyberverse
okay.
cartoon. But they are
Oh yeah, that.
they are tattoos for your thumb, and you
Hasbro
put
doesn't
your
want-
thumbs.
I
through
thought they
the
were
tat-
just.
you put them through the Valentines, and I guess it's like a thumb war with Optimus Prime and Megatron. I don't
Come on,
know.
guys. Hasbro wants to keep hand stuff PG for this Valentine's Day.
Oh my God, they spelled declare wrong. It says declare a
did?
thumb war. It says
Oh my
declare a
God.
thumb war with your friends, and it's DECLAR. Declare a
Oh
thumb
my
war.
God.
Hasbro's got to lose their job.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Because Skype just did a weird thing.
Yeah, we can
Yep.
hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, because
Yeah, Skype's
Sadly.
been doing that to me too.
like it was just like I had no Skype open, but the call was still going on.
Oh, don't worry.
was
Mine does
like-
that like every show. Not even kidding.
It completely cut me from the call at one point.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Oh,
But yeah,
jeez.
so getting ready for
Yeah.
Valentine's Day this year. Definitely go out and get some Transformers Cyberverse Valentines.
I know what I'm sending all of you boys.
I know what I'm sending my girlfriend of 32 because that's what's in this pack. I will
Ah.
send 32 of these.
The most romantic of gestures.
Exactly.
That's glorious, dude.
Which do you think she'll want, the Optimus Prime thumb or the Megatron thumb?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like that's up to you, Eric, to decide.
I know. Big decisions. Big decisions. But anyways, character of the week. Hey, Jared, who's the character of the week?
The character of the week this week is Swolescream.
Yes, hashtag Swolescream. So, yes.
It's not a Bisk?
Not Starscream. No. Don't worry. That's the mascot of the week. We'll get there. Don't worry.
Oh,
I didn't
mascot
forget
of the
that.
week?
Oh
Alright,
yes,
I've heard
it's
that.
great.
We always have.
I guess I just missed that.
For pretty pre-orders this week, we have something way too expensive for any of us to buy. It's the Transformers Ultimetal UN-01B Optimus Prime Battle Damaged.
That's what's called pretty pre-orders because it's too much for us.
A lot of the time it is, but
Oh
yes,
my
I've
god,
actually
that's how much
seen,
that is?
I've seen the regular version of this in person at BotCon, I believe. I got to see it, and it's impressive. But I'm not going to pay over $1,000 for
Yo, what?
any toy, let alone a thing that doesn't trans. I wouldn't.
I
call
could
this-
buy a
this isn't really-
Unicron lamp.
I wouldn't say this is a toy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I was gonna drop $1,000, it is going to a freaking Unicron lamp.
Yeah.
I can't find the link.
It's in the show notes. So
And there's a $220
Oh.
$220
Yeah,
non-refundable down payment.
yeah, that's just the down payment.
Oh.
The item
That's
itself
more than
is,
my car battery costs tonight.
Well, the toy itself, which I keep saying toy, it's really not a toy. It is more of a
It's a
display
sculpture.
piece. It's impressive. No, it is articulated, so it moves, but
Oh, I would mess around with that so much, and I would eventually break it, and I would hate
Yeah.
myself.
it's 1,000.
Yeah.
I think that's like, I think that's when I just stopped buying Transformers. Like,
$1,100.
Yeah, it's $1,000, $1,099 and $99.
It's $1,100.
Yeah, it's $1,100.
That's
And, oh my
that-
gosh.
Minus a penny.
Yeah.
die-cast parts, light sounds, and a unique speaking feature. Do you think it uses like Peter Cullen voice?
It
or-
better.
If it's
For that
if it's for $1,100, it had better be Peter freaking Cullen.
So how long
it better be
until we
Peter
see
Cullen
die-cast
saying my
buying it?
name.
Every time you press the button to turn on the sounds, it just calls Peter Cullen, and he just live the voice.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Because
shoot.
so few people buy it that he's able to do that.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
they justify the price.
I saw someone buy one at BotCon.
Oh god, was it die-cast?
No, I don't think even diecast can do that.
But that's a lot of die-casts, though.
You're right. It is a lot of diecast. So we'll have to ask him. We'll have to have him back on the show and ask him about it because he was here last week. So we'll see. I
Eventually.
highly doubt that he would buy that though, because there's that. Question of the week, Gaia. What's our first question
Alright.
of the week? We have a couple.
Our first question of the week comes from the one, the only, the wonderful, the beautiful, Michiru Aikawa, my wife. Her question, it's mostly for Eric, but everyone feel free to answer. All right, now let me just remember the words exactly how she said it. All right, both your girl and Bisk is drowned, and you can only save one of them. Whose funeral are we catching you at?
Well, my girlfriend doesn't listen to this podcast, so Bisk for sure.
We're catching you at Bisk's funeral. Okay.
Anyone that's on Twitter, do not tag my girlfriend in a post that says that.
But
I will.
Eric, I don't think
Eric,
you
I just
heard the
did. I'm
question.
sorry.
You didn't hear the question.
Oh wait, what was the question?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
The question is, would you
Whose
rather save
funeral-
Bisk or your girlfriend?
Whose
Yeah, I said I'd
funeral
say
are we
Bisk.
catching?
Oh, Hugh's
But
funeral.
No. Whose funeral are we catching you at? Oh my god.
Oh, they both die? I'm not making it to a funeral. I'd be dead.
No. Who? I'm restarting the
Who are
question.
you going to save?
I
Who's,
said-
who are
Right?
you
Isn't that the
saving?
question?
Yes. Who are you saving, and whose funeral are we catching you at?
Oh
That's
yeah,
how
I said
you
first
answered.
that I said first I would pick Bisk. I'd save Bisk, and then I'd go to the girlfriend's
You
funeral.
you completely ruined the question. Okay.
I
Anyway, on
answered
to
it
the
first. You said I messed it up. I had it right the first
You
time.
did, because the question was, whose funeral would you be at?
Yeah,
and you said
girlfriend's.
Bisk.
No, I would not be at Bisk funeral. Bisk would be alive and well. Wait a minute, Transformers can't drown.
It's we're moving on to the next question.
I see what you tried to do there. That was a trick question. Anyways,
Yeah,
moving on
like,
to-
she's trying to get your butt in trouble. All right then. Anyway,
move on to our real ones.
on to the real question of the week from Matt. Oh, how do you say this name? The last name.
Matthew
Matthew
Plord, I'd say.
Matthew Plord. If the entire podcast crew could become a combiner, who would be each limb, and what would the alt mode's theme be?
You guys
Uh,
are the regular. Go for it.
So I'm the torso.
I don't. I got to think of the safer word one.
Very good question.
I'll be the little small chess piece since I'm the guest.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think Eric would be the torso.
You say I'm
Eric
torso.
have to be.
Yeah, because he's the main host. So
You know what? I'll give Tanner the honor of being the right hand man, so he'll be the right arm.
Okay.
Mm.
I guess I'll be the left arm then.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say left arm.
So
It's a
let's
three
see,
arm.
there's-
It's a
there's-
3-armed combiner. Has
I
two
was-
left arms.
I was gonna say that someone could be lower torso like Devastator, but I guess
Yeah,
not.
that's true.
That works.
Who wants to be the crotch piece?
All right. Yeah,
Got
I'm
it.
the lower torso.
Okay,
I'm the lower
so she's
torso.
lower torso, and then who's Miguel and Soundjack? Who's right and who's wrong leg?
I'm right. I'm right.
Just because you're right doesn't
I'm
mean
the
you're
wrong leg,
correct.
but that also means that we sometimes don't have one of our legs.
Well, that's where the guests
He was
come
gonna
in.
say that's
They're
where
sub-
That's where the
we
low
guess.
no,
Yeah,
the
he's
lower
like-
torso can double as a modular limb. How about
Yeah,
that?
or
Yeah, there
or
you
he's
go.
like Groove, and we've got Rook that can come in to replace him.
Yeah, exactly. And then Aaron, you
What's-
can be our target master. Like,
Ah.
sort of like is it King Poseidon that has like one of the
Yes.
Yeah.
The Seacons.
the
Got that
Seacons,
going
one of them turns into a
What's
weapon,
the
so-
theme though? You got to
Or
say
what?
the theme of the alt modes.
Or like
But yeah, what's
oh shoot, wait, before we decide that, I can't remember. What's the combiner team for Bumblebee in Robots in Disguise?
Ultra B.
Ultra B.
Oh,
you
what
would
an
be
awful
you would
name.
be you would be the sword. You would be Drift. You would turn into a sword for us.
See, that sounds cool, but you're like, who's the combiner from RID? And I'm like, oh no.
Nah. See, did you watch the point where it got to that in the show?
I didn't, because the
It
show
actually-
just
the
didn't
show
do
got-
it for me
The
after a
show
while.
got really good. It didn't. It had a slow start for me. Like I did
Yeah.
not really care for it most of the entire first season, but I still watched it. But second season on, I freaking love that show. It's magnificent once you get through it. So
Yeah.
Mm.
I totally understand not being able to get through the first season though. I did, but it wasn't necessarily.
I'll watch it all eventually.
I'd say it's definitely worth trying to get
I
through.
watched all of Energon. I'll
Yeah.
get there eventually.
it felt first season felt very scattered. Like there was only a vague cohesion to the
But we're
plot.
getting off topic because we didn't finish the
Yes, we are.
question. The alt mode
Yeah.
theme B. This isn't a debate.
I already know
all
what it is.
lobsters. We're all lobsters.
Yeah, I was about to say, if Eric is the
Well-
leader, we're all lobsters.
Wait,
Yeah.
how about listen to this? We're all crustaceans. That way there's a
So
little
we're
bit of
all
variety
lobsters.
Well, no,
Nah,
there's like crabs or hermit crabs.
we're gonna go the Raiden route where everyone's a train. It's just everyone's a lobster. We're the lobster Raiden.
Crab people.
That's boring.
Crab
It's okay. We can all be different colored lobsters. I'll be a purple
Wait, did you
one.
just reference Raiden? Eric.
Yes, I did. That's exactly what I just
Eric,
referenced.
I hate you for spelling purple. Orange for Bisk.
I
Raiden
mean,
is
no, the
Raiden is the
combiner
best.
would have an orange theme because all of our secondary colors would be orange, so the combiner would appear to have an orange theme throughout it. See? Exactly.
Okay.
And then the second question, which is actually RID related, so
Alright.
which is still from him.
Right. Would you enjoy seeing RID characters who never got enough time in the show to appear in IDW? Examples were Fracture, Stormshot, and yes, even Bisk.
And I didn't add that. He actually said that.
Okay.
The answer is
figured.
absolutely. I think that'd be neat.
Yeah.
I would love for them to pop up in future series as well. Like, all right, and I'm not even just Bisk. Like seriously, like the rest of them. I love a lot of the original RID characters. Like, and by I say original, I mean as in the first time they were made into a character was RID. I don't mean the old RID.
And that's a lot.
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
lot
Yeah.
of them, and a lot of them are really neat characters actually. I mean, like, there are some ridiculous ones, but there are some, like, serious ones that are really cool. Stormshot's one. Fracture's also another one. And those are ones that turn into vehicles, not even if you don't like the whole animal theme with the Decepticons, which I personally...
Steeljaw would be
Did.
interesting.
Yes, I love Steeljaw. He is such a
See,
cool Decepticon
I would
leader.
say if James Roberts was still a decent writer nowadays, I'd say he could do great stuff with him. But you know what? He's not now. So
Just putting that out there, I can neither confirm or deny that comment. So I'm not saying that he has my endorsement in saying that, but I can't deny it either. So there's that.
well, if anyone knows me, they know my feelings on Lost Light. So
But yeah, it'd be really neat to see them show up. I would love for them to show up in the comics because there's a lot of things they can do, especially depending on which series they show up.
there's such a universe as well. I think honestly some of them would work really well with Optimus Prime because Chill R1 is not a thing anymore. So I feel like they're going to start exploring the other planets in Optimus Prime more, possibly, unless they give Margaret Scott another series at some point. And a lot of them could, because they're very animal based, could do a lot with the planet that the Beast character is
The
on.
Eucharis.
Yeah, Eucharis, that's what it is.
Mhm.
So they could have some of them there. They could have some of them on Velocitron because we have like some of the speedster Decepticons. Like you could introduce them on those planets,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Finally
they would
get the
work
Jungle
perfectly
Planet.
Did you
fine.
say there's
Awesome.
the speedster that's a frog? I can't remember his name. Oh no, he's not a frog. He's
Yeah,
like a
no,
bearded. He's like a bearded lizard or whatever, bearded dragon.
Oh,
No, there was one. Wasn't there was
Crazy
one that
Bolt.
turned into a dragster.
Crazy Bolt. Yes.
Crazy Bolt. That's his name.
There was one who turned into a dragster. What was it? Kickback? What's his name?
Yes. Kickback.
Yes.
Oh
He was a
yeah.
grasshopper.
So yeah,
Oh.
you could have that work. It'd be neat. So yeah, definitely just to answer the question, yes, RD characters are welcome everywhere.
Yeah.
Because
I
no
say
one
But they
has
need-
that.
question.
They need to
Which
give
character
Bisk
would you wanna see?
his own comic series.
Which character? That's not even a. That's not even.
Bisk.
Well, I mean, for everyone else, Eric, what character would you want to see brought into the IDW comics?
Thermidor would actually be really cool, just because he's a pirate. I'm just like actually story wise, it'd be hilarious. A pirate.
I say Fracture.
lobster. Fracture's a really neat one because he's a bounty hunter too.
Yeah.
Bounty Hunter.
Plus he's purple
Purple's good.
and his minicons and a really good toy. So
Mm-hmm.
he's got a lot going for him.
Got the toy and I really want it.
It is a good toy. But yeah, so moving on to random quote of the week. Tanner isn't here, so you don't get a ridiculous Tanner quote. Instead, you get a ridiculous quote from me. I picked, "Here's where I high score you out of existence." That's Bisk's second appearance on the show. I don't remember. I do not.
Of course, he knows that.
I don't remember what the actual episode number because I didn't check it, but it is season 2. I know that whenever he shows up again, he has the 2 minicons and he beats the crap out of Bumblebee. Okay, maybe not exactly, but he gives him a run for his money for a while. at
He
least.
did. He did.
And then this week's mascot is Prime Master Bisk, because who doesn't want a Bisk that's super powerful and transforms into a rock?
What power does he have?
The power
Claws.
to rule the universe.
Big, meaty claws.
Claws.
Yes, and bonus, if you wield him, you get claws. So, yeah.
Big, meaty claws.
So now we have a special segment that is just for
Oh
this
no,
episode. And it
I'm
is-
watching you add this into the show notes,
Yep, and it is a vote. This is a
and I
competition.
refuse to participate.
All right, that is fine.
I'm
I
voting
will
third
not support
party.
Either of these.
So the vote is hashtag Swolescream or hashtag SwoleRyanPacks. Who
I
will you
refuse to support
choose?
either.
So just to be clear, SwoleRyanPacks was the idea, and the child of Zeus _Zeus. That's who came up with that. That's his brainchild. Swolescream, while I love it, is not my idea. That was Tanner's. So we already have. I'm not going to count Zeus as a vote since he is not regularly on the show. He was on last week. That's when we came up with it. But Tanner, his vote counts as Swolescream. So we have one.
I don't think that's very fair.
Well,
because
we're
that's
going to
the
go with
image.
who we have now as regular hosts because that's going to give it an odd number.
Oh yeah, so then I don't get to vote.
No. You count as a host. Unless wait, we
but-
can count _Zeus if Aaron votes. Aaron, will you vote?
Fine, if I must.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. We have 6 regular hosts, including me.
Let's see. Soundjack. Now you're throwing me off. Soundjack, Miguel, me, Tanner, Gaia. Wait. Oh yeah, and Jared. Well, no. You're right. Okay, fine.
So
We're gonna
I
go
will
8
not
people.
participate then.
Yeah, fine. We'll keep Aaron out and we'll keep Zeus in.
Good.
So it's
There we
one
go.
Do not
one
support
Swolescream,
this.
one SwoleRyanPacks. Gaia, what's your vote?
I'm voting for Ralph Nader.
You gotta pick one.
To quote the great Rohan Kishibe, I refuse.
You gotta pick
Yes.
one.
Yes, Gaia. Yes.
All right,
Refuse.
your cast is a vote for Swolescream then.
Nope,
Yeah.
Swole Ryan.
All right, fine.
Because screw you.
Yeah.
Soundjack, what's your vote?
SwoleRyanPacks.
Gosh. Jared, please make the right decision. What is your vote?
I have only one of them, Swolescream, because he's the only one I have.
Miguel, are you gonna be a good guy or a bad guy?
So Ryan Packs.
You're a bad guy. I dislike you even more. So let's see. We have Tanner. Are we missing anyone else?
Just you.
No, just me, and I cast my vote for Swolescream. So we have
That's
the.
a 4-3 for SwoleRyanPacks.
Little body.
We're
big
taking this to
head.
Twitter, and we're gonna run a poll for everyone, and we will see how this goes. But
You can
yes,
either
when it
vote-
comes to
yes.
hosts, although technically if we go to just hosts, it's a tie. But if you add him in, it's a. Wait, Aaron, if we add you in, would you vote Swolescream?
SwoleRyanPacks.
Okay, I'm not adding you in.
Nope.
Nope,
No.
I said if. I said hypothetically. So, doesn't count. You can go to the Twitter poll.
But you would have
But if
put
you had
his
voted
number
for-
in if he voted Swolescream, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I can neither
so-
confirm or deny this statement. We'll never know. So, it's all right.
To the alternate universe machine.
But yes, we are going to have a Twitter poll. So if you're listening to this, definitely go vote and please vote Swolescream, because
We'll have it open. We'll have it open for a week.
I can't side with Tanner and then end up being wrong. That would just be, man, it'd be like I literally did it for nothing.
I'm just letting you know, Eric, that since you want me to post so much on the Instagram account, it's all just going to be SwoleRyanPacks for this week.
See, but I have the Instagram login too. So, oh yeah. But speaking, that was a great transition. Thank you very much. Moving into that,
Nope.
we have our social media so you can check out. We do have an Instagram, and there are posts on it. There's a couple, I think.
They're all from me.
Did I not put one up? I meant to put one up. Maybe I didn't.
I don't
actually.
think you did.
Okay,
I haven't
I
checked
will.
today, but I don't think you did.
Okay, then no, I didn't. I will put one up. But yes, there's posts on there that will be going up somewhat regularly. There will be a couple a week, mostly Soundjack. So there's our Instagram, which is at Steel City Bots, which is the same as our Twitter. Which yes, we have had a couple people tweet at us, which is always awesome. So make sure you go there and follow that for weird stuff and polls like Swolescream versus Swole Iron packs. And also follow at Nerdy Geek Talk while you're at it, because that's our podcast network for everything. We currently have 3 podcasts alive. That's right. This week there are 3 that are currently running. This
And I
one,
was on
Steel
another
City
one.
Bots.
All right,
Yeah.
I just tweeted it.
The Steel City Bots. See, but you probably tweeted in a biased way, didn't you?
Nope, I just said voting time.
Okay, good. I'm surprised and proud. Good job.
Voting time, hashtag Swole Ryan packs.
You did better than I would have. Not gonna lie. If I'd put it out there, I would have said vote Swolescream, but people probably wouldn't have. But anyway,
Just to spite you.
Nerdy Geek Talk. You're right. People would do it despite me. Nerdy Geek Talk is the network that we have with this show, Steel City Bots, which is our main show. It's our most popular. Holocron Herald, which is our Star Wars show, and that one is a blast. If you don't listen to that, it is pretty funny. We are starting our series, which will be a series for about the next year or so. That's what the podcast is now, on breaking down the Clone Wars in chronological order, because we all
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
we love that show. All 3 of us.
I love that show.
It is my favorite TV show of all time. And it's mainly because of nostalgia, but I love it. And so we are going through it in order. We broke down the first 2 episodes in chronological order on the past episode. This next week, we'll be doing the Clone Wars movie, which is next, which is not the greatest if I recall correctly, but I'll be watching it again tomorrow to take notes on that. So the show gets better as it goes on. By the ending, I think it's like just the most perfect show of all time to me. Not claiming it's perfect, but to me.
But are you guys going to read the follow-up comic, Son of Dathomir, is the question.
I'm debating it. We probably will. That's not set in stone yet, but again, there's like a year till we get there. But
Yeah.
we will probably finish up with the canon Clone Wars material, because there is a bit with that, and also Dark Disciple, which finishes up Ventress's arc.
Which is a very good book, as I've read more than half of it, I can say that.
And then we'll probably move into Rebels, but who knows? That's a while. So
There's
anyway,
also the Ahsoka book.
I've
which
read
takes
that, but
place
that's
in
more. Yeah, I was gonna say that's more of a Rebels thing, but that would
Yeah.
go in the in-between gap.
Yeah.
But yeah, so definitely go check that out if you're interested in the Clone Wars in the slightest. I am on that. Also, Darth Forge and Luke. That's Luke's show. But me and Darth Forge are both on it. Darth Forge also hosts Awesome Asylum, which guess who else hosts that?
Hey.
Yes,
And
Aaron.
on
Aaron's
our
one of the
newest
hosts.
revival episode, we discuss a lot of things that Eric disagrees with me on,
Yes.
such as how I don't like Civil War, or our ideas on Iron Man, and how Iron Man's character should have gone, what should happen with Infinity War. We have a very lengthy discussion on how we think the year in between Infinity War is going to affect those 2 movies, and we also discuss a bit of Black Panther and some other stuff as well.
Just so I don't forget, I did want to bring up the point that there's The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, which pick up right from each other, and, that is a distance apart. I don't disagree with you saying that it is weird, though. I'm not going to like that wait, but I am with you.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing that out, that it is possible, but I agree with you in the terms of I don't want to wait a year. But,
Yep.
yeah. So you can check that out. That show does have a Twitter at Awesome Asylum, which Aaron does help tweet from sometimes, so it's not dead.
I was surprised the other day when I tweeted at the account, and it retweeted it. I was like, I'm not logged in. Who's doing this?
That was probably Nightwolf. That was not me.
Yeah, probably.
Because that's like the one Twitter account I don't have on my phone. I have like 6 for different things, not just.
TweetDeck
6.
doesn't exist on Android, so.
But there's that, and then basically you can check each of us out at different places. You can find me at Aramis Prime on Instagram if you want to see my desk bots and stuff. Also, various Transformers Facebook groups. I know that's actually how a lot of people have found the show, is through that and Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, at Eric Crowbar. That's the only one that's different. Everywhere else I use, including Snapchat, if for some reason you really want to Snapchat me, I do my desk bots on there every day too. That's at Aramis Prime. But at Eric Crowbar is my Twitter. That's where I'm most alive, and you'll get almost instantaneous response if you tweet at me. So, that's about it for me. So, Jared, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Jared Proco. That's where I'm at most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
And you'll definitely be. I'm guessing you'll probably tweet out a photo or two once you get Pluto, right? Well, you know what you could put it? You could put it on the Steel City Bots Instagram. That's an even better spot. So we have stuff on
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
there.
Not to remind.
But yeah,
I'm
Aaron,
never get it.
Aaron, I skipped you over because you're the
you
guest.
can-
So.
You can find me over at Mariasha on pretty much everything: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I do my own stuff on YouTube. I do comic book reviews, which I've mainly transferred over to just doing Transformers comic book reviews.
Mhm.
So you can find my Transformers reviews on that. So I basically just do like Lost Light, Optimus Prime, and Transformers versus Visionaries right now. Any other comic reviews are on my Twitter. And for the Transformers community, since you're watching this, I do a photo comic over on TFW 2005. I don't update it that often because it's called Free Time because I do it in my free time. But I'm just starting off the first arc on it, so look for that over there as well if you're interested.
Oh,
You
nice.
said doo-doo.
Did I?
Wow,
Oh,
so
you do.
mature.
wow.
I'm an adult. Isn't that
we're
sad?
we're grown ups allegedly.
We're supposed to be, but
Allegedly.
you can see how that's turned out.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're the younger part of the Transformers community. Isn't that the point?
Yes,
And we're laughing at
Yeah, but a
doo-doo.
couple of us are out of college.
that is true. Some of us are. I was gonna say some of us are in college, but I think I'm the only one, aren't I?
Yeah.
Correct.
I mean, I'm your
I'm-
age.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
just
gonna
not
say,
going to
You are
college.
my age. There's people that are in college, out of college, not going to college. I'm the only one that's in. I mean,
Yeah.
I know people that are not in college yet, out of college,
Yeah.
not going to college, and then there's me, the one that is.
Such a variance.
Yeah, look at
There's
me.
already Eric. There's already 10 votes on the poll.
Are you serious?
I-
Please tell me that it's going well.
80% for Swole Ryan
Yes!
Hacks.
I hate
I haven't
people.
voted yet.
I've lost
I
faith in
did.
humanity.
Hey, it's up for another 6 days.
Yes, it is, and I will make sure to fix that.
I'll make 100 fake Twitter accounts and vote all for Swole.
That's what I was gonna say.
Swole
Nope, I
Scream
will
or
win it
Swole
fair
Ryan
and square.
Pack.
No, I have
by
got a bunch
campaigning.
of other Twitter accounts. Maybe I could use those too.
No,
like
do not
old R-
cheat. I won't
they're like
cheat if
old
you
R-
don't.
I won't. They're like old RP accounts I haven't used in months.
You can find Tanner at Optimus Prime on Twitter. He will actually answer now. And you know what? If you want to find him on Instagram, at TCants. Shoot, I don't remember the number. You know what? Just follow him on Twitter and ask him what his Instagram is. There you go. He does post funny stuff on Instagram. Usually has to do with Baby Driver or something else. But
Dude, I should get an Instagram.
you should. And
I
then
might
you
just
could-
break down and finally get one.
and say, and
I'm
then you
actually
could get
gonna
the
have pictures
Steel
of
City
Croc
Bots.
up on that later on mine. I took pictures of G1 Brawn. I need to put up some Croc ones later.
Maybe I'll get a. Maybe I'll do is I'll get one of those blue LEDs I was telling you guys about, and
Shine it on
Just take
the
pictures of-
figures. Yeah.
take pictures. See all the awesome color schemes.
And
Oh,
you
for
could-
those of you who don't know, if you buy a blue little LED light, turn all the lights in your room and shine on your Transformers, you'll get some really neat colors. Like the neon bits like glow.
And then you could make an account, or you could do that on the Steel City Bots. Up to you. Besides that,
Eric's just like, we gotta revive this thing.
well, the Steel City Bots Instagram isn't reviving; it's actually just bringing it to life
Starting.
because that didn't exist
It's
before. Yeah,
expanding.
yeah, expanding.
We
Look
just
at us.
gotta construct it a little
Expand.
cold.
Yep,
Oh.
we're giving it life. Who did I miss? Miguel.
You can find me on Twitter at @logosminer. I don't tweet much, but if you want to tweet at me for any reason, I'll be there.
I think I'm gonna tweet something random at you now.
Okay.
Just because you said if you want to. I want to. Soundjack, what about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, all at Soundjack426.
Yes, and you should somewhat soon be doing a video for the Nerdy Geek Talk channel, correct?
Yes, I shall soon as I get some space issues with my computer resolved, getting reviews out for Nerdy Geek Talk that will, once they start coming out, be coming out every other week.
Mm-hmm.
I know me and you were discussing a project as well,
I
Eric.
was gonna say,
but
yeah,
we
and
need to
I was
finalize.
gonna say, Aaron and I have an idea in mind, but we need to finalize that. That one's not ready.
Yes.
That's not ready to be announced yet. But yes, there's a little.
But it's
teaser.
in the works.
Yeah, there is something happening.
You will see more of me, whether you like it or not.
Yes. Also, there should be a Star Wars video going up in terms of explanation on lightsabers. Not me. That one's just Luke. That's just lore. But yeah, we are, as I've mentioned a billion times, and I will plug it in here now. We are are on iTunes, like Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and Podbean, if that's how you listen. I know there
The
are
official,
people.
y'all.
There are people listening on all of those. I could check the stats. Not a ton on certain ones, but I was gonna say Apple Podcasts is our number one, which does not surprise me. That's what I would expect to be number one. But you can still listen on YouTube if you want. But since we are mainly transitioning our podcast stuff over to podcast places, we will be having videos specifically going up on the YouTube channel somewhat soon. And yeah, like I said, Soundjack's got that. There should be a Star Wars somewhat soon, and then we're also working on something with Aaron. So.
But with it transferring over to the podcast stuff, we still will have the podcast on the channel, though, correct?
Oh yeah. That's just
to
audio
confirm
file.
for anyone who might question that.
Yes, and because we still have about 40 people a week listen to the podcast through YouTube, the Steel City bots. So we have more listen everywhere else. But yes, I know there are people that still listen on YouTube, so we are not taking it off. But you definitely can go check out those other places and subscribe. So yeah, I think that's
You
about...
forgot a certain someone's Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. What's your Twitter?
Usual disclaimer. I retweet and like some not safe work material, so only follow if you're 18 or older.
That's kind of work.
Exactly. So that said, if you want to follow me, I'm at Shingeki.ass. Also, I'm going to bring up the giveaway now, Eric.
Oh yeah. Go for it.
I think we only had one person enter. If I'm wrong, please let me know on Twitter. But assuming I'm not wrong, the only entrant was Ellie. What's her Twitter? I forget the Twitter.
Ellie the Knight, I believe. Or is
Twitter.
that might be her Instagram?
Ellie the Knight on Twitter.
It might be both. I don't know.
I think that's her Twitter
I'll
too.
go check.
Okay.
So
No,
Yeah.
it is at Ellie the Knight.
yeah,
Okay.
so Ellie the Knight has won both the grand prize, mini prize. So I'll be getting those with my next paycheck. And they'll be sent to you as soon as possible. And
What is
hopefully-
the surprise prize?
oh, we're not saying it. She'll have to tweet it.
Okay, we'll retweet it.
Unless
though,
do
but-
you think we should we say it, or I don't think we should. I think it might
Oh
be
my!
funner.
No! My phone just made me click Swolryan Packs.
Radar.
Oh my god!
Fire!
No going back, Eric.
I can't
Even the
undo
universe-
that. That makes me mad.
Even the universities that
Oh my!
Your phone is sentient and it is
See you next
correct.
week.
Oh, I am.
That's all,
Wow.
folks.
But yeah,
Been
congrats,
there.
Ellie. Good job.
Yeah.
Even though
Congrats.
I'm a little
Do
bitter
a
right
fun-
now.
Remember to DM me the necessary information, shipping address, and a reminder of which figure it is you wanted. And like I said, I get paid next Wednesday, and I will head out and look for those figures. If I can't find them, is worst case scenario, I'll buy an Amazon card
I'll
and
see.
and
You'll work
make-
it out.
and-
I'll see.
it'll happen. It'll happen.
So.
Yeah.
Yep, and stay tuned because who knows, we might do another giveaway at some point later. So, no
Maybe
promises
Easter
on the next one, but
So
Eric's gonna give away every bisc he owns except for one.
I'll die before that happens.
wait, Bisk, but only one of his Bisks. I can promise you that. He's just who he is.
See, I would just still have a hard time buying a bisc and giving it away though, because I would still want it. Yeah, I think I could do it.
On
But there's
Eric's
no way to give away
gravestone,
one.
there's not going to be any words. It's just going to be a carving of bisc.
It's gonna be glorious.
Your headstone should have a bust of Bisk on it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Like
Also,
when
I'm just
people have
gonna-
an angel or a skeleton, you should have the Bisk.
so
Or it's just a statue of Eric dressed as bisc.
Nah, it should be Bisk.
yeah, just say just a statue bisc. I'm not worthy.
You're not worthy.
I'm not worthy of my own tombstone. Only biscuits. Anyways, just a little thing I was gonna mention, because if you're still listening, because we've been rambling on for a while, the podcast is pretty much over.
Yeah.
But a little
Yeah.
story. I've had several people at this point message me about Bisk figures who have no idea about the Robots in Disguise line because they mainly just collect Generations and stuff, and they're like, I just want to know what Bisk figure you have so I can get it. like the right one, like the normal one, like not Legion or one step or anything. Because there's a bunch. There's a 3-step. There's a 1-step. There's a Legion. There's
You've become that guy.
there's a Combiner Force, and so there's the Warrior, and that's the one I tell people, like, that's the one I have. It's the regular one, but I was like, it's expensive now. Like, it's almost $50 to buy online now. And I've had at least 3 people buy it when it's between $40 and $50. And I'm just like, wow, I commend you, because I would not. I was like, I'm not saying it's worth that much. I bought it for 15, and I love it. I would pay that much for it now, but I wouldn't recommend any sane person to do that. But people have loved Bisk's Little Adventures every single day that much that there are a couple people out there who are paying crazy prices for Bisk. So.
Hey, you'd be surprised how much just taking some pictures of a figure could do. Look at Becca with pipes.
Yes.
Yep.
She has built this thing up with pipes, and it is amazing. And I kind of want a pipes figure now. Not gonna lie.
I want
Guys,
Masterpiece Megatron because of her.
I really got to get going. I the shower is in my room, and people need to use it. So can we wrap this up, please?
Well, you can
Yep.
go. But yeah.
All right.
It's pretty chill,
Gaia signing out early, guys. Bye, Inara. Take care.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. Starting
Thanks
an
for
adventures
listening.
thing on Twitter.
Wait, what?
I said I should start an adventures thing on Twitter now. Everyone's doing it. I gotta get in on the trend.
Yep. You know who you should pick?
Who?
Hashtag Swolescream. And on that note, thanks for listening. Goodbye.